Well, chit chat, Kit Kats. I hope everyone's having a fabulous Sunday. I just had some crazy loon come out on Facebook. Was so threatened by wearing a wig and makeup for my tribute to Dame Edna. They got very caustic and nasty and called me a fucking male and that I'm get my stuff off of her page and I'm going, look, I've never, chased anybody and asked them to friend me. You came here and asked me to friend you. Okay. So they come to your page. They want you to friend them. You friend them and then they get pissed off and bent. And, by what? Makeup and a wig. Yeah, makeup and a wig is, so threatening to people. But, again, I don't understand these haters. I just don't get it. And how can people be so threatened by makeup and a wig? But yet there are some that are so threatened by it. They get angry, they get nasty, they get, why? Even, like I said there, even if I were a male and I had a dress and a wig on, why is that so threatening to somebody? But the fact that I'm a female wearing makeup and a wig makes it even more bizarre. That they call you a freaking male because you're wearing wig and makeup. Wait a minute. Talk about convoluted mind spin that's out in the ozones. But again, what makes people so threatened by something like that? I don't get it. Why are they so wound up and miserable in their own existence that they have to be such a hater over something so innocuous, makeup and a wig? And it just sets them off ballistic volcano mode. All I can do is laugh, but it's really, at the heart of it, it's pathetic. And I feel sorry for people like that their nose gets out of joint because of something so simple. But again, even if I were male and I were in drag, why is that so threatening to some people? You see a picture, that picture is threatening to you. You can't accept somebody's creativity, that's threatening. So, what does it say? I mean, it's pathetic. If you're somebody that's so triggered by something like that, ask yourself why. Ask yourself what you're getting so triggered by. Okay? And, people get triggered by such little things. Like I do the readings on this channel, and somebody will get triggered and just get nasty and vicious for what? I'm reading cards. Why is this so threatening to your existence? Ask yourself that. Why is this triggering you so badly that you have to act out the fool and be caustic and nasty? Okay? I don't get it. But some people just choose to be miserable in this hater mode. Okay? I don't get it at all. But anyway, we go, and every weekend I do the collaboration with Hogarth and Lena, And we all work very well together. We're all on the same wavelength, and invariably you'll get somebody that gets their nose out of joint. And if you don't like the content of a channel, okay, unsub. Nobody's pressuring you to be here. You're not chained here, okay? If it's not for you, then you have every right to unsub. But why do you have to try to come in and dictate who you're going to have on your channel, who you're not going to have? Who do you think you are that you have a right to dictate anything to any of us? Now again, you can go to your channel and post whatever you want on it. But to come to somebody else's channel, and it's like walking into their living room and squatting and taking a dump. Okay? It's rude, it's crude, and there's absolutely no reason for it. But again, invariably we'll have somebody come out and get their nose out of joint and go off in a huff and make some nasty comment as to they're unsubbing and they're leaving. Well, nobody begged you to sub in the first place, okay? I try to give out the best content I can give. I read the cards. What comes out in the cards is what I state. So if you have a problem with a read, then have a problem with what the universe is sending me in the cards. I'm not saying they're 100% correct. Never ever said that, okay? So again, I don't get people's caustic natures of just anger and nastiness, okay? One thing I can tell you, when you get to realization, you cannot hate anybody any longer. It's not in you. It's not possible. You can be disgusted with their actions, like I am totally disgusted with the actions of 45, with his lying and cheating and all the stuff that he's doing, but I don't hate him. People that are doing those actions are their own worst enemy, and they are going to be in a hell realm of mind, because they could not be putting that out if they were a happy person, okay? Clearly, they are suffering in misery because they want to cause misery to others, okay? So that's a pathetic person. And I know that when they leave the physical form, they can only go with others of like consciousness. And while there is no designated hell realm, that is a hell realm. If you are a liar, a cheat, a pedophile, something of that nature, a serial killer, somebody that enjoys causing people pain, and you're doing it consciously, then those are the people you will be with when you leave the physical form. And you've got nobody to prey on but each other. Okay? That's a hell realm. So yes, I feel sorry for those people. You have compassion. Doesn't mean you forgive the things that they're doing, that you make light of it. Absolutely not. But again, you don't have that capability of hate any longer. That has been absolutely removed out of your world. You know why karma exists. You know why it is the way it is. If you've ever been fortunate enough to experience God directly, that the perfection that it is what causes karma. It's not out of judgmentalism, but it is whole and complete as it is. And it's like, it says the darkness cannot understand the light. It cannot be in its presence. It cannot, So you understand those things immediately, that is in there. And the way that you view the world has changed. You know that this is transient, okay? It's illusory. Doesn't mean you don't feel it while it's here. Absolutely you feel it, okay? But this is not the end all and be all, okay? It's not the end all and be. It's kind of like being the way I liken it to is like being an actor. Now, when an actor gets in a role, they have to feel the emotions to do the role right. So they put themselves in that type of a mindset, okay? And they're living that life, but, when they're finished, hopefully they can leave that role behind and those emotions and that stuff behind, okay? So it's like that. But yeah, it doesn't mean that you have no emotions, you have no feeling. Absolutely you do. But again, this is, that also that this is a transient play, okay? And it ends, and when you leave this, you get to the other side, you review everything, people that you've hurt, people that you're going to feel their pain. So again, when you have somebody that's like 45, a liar, and, causing such misery to so many people, imagine what that's going to be when they have to actually feel all the stuff they have caused to others. And they're not going to get out of it, okay? That is an automatic that happens. They will feel the pain that they have caused others. They will physically feel everything that they have done to others. So to think that they're ever going to get out of this, oh no. Karma is real, okay? And again, that's why you develop compassion, because they're living in a hell realm. Because nobody that's a well-adjusted, happy person that's going towards the light would do those things. And if you are somebody that has to hurt other ones to make yourself feel better, okay, then guess what? They're going to have to feel all that pain when they get to the other side, because they don't get out of it. It's like the Bible says, do unto others as you would have others do unto you. Live by that golden rule, okay? Come from love, come from acceptance of people. And do the best, give the best that you can be. Don't hide your light under a bush barrel, it says. Stand up and show your light, show what's there. Put it out there as it is. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here, again, wishing everybody the best, but you cannot make everybody happy, and I'm not here to make everybody happy. Part of it is breaking through people's ingrained drama, trying to break through that, breaking through conditionings. And sometimes what it takes when breaking through conditionings, buttons get pushed. And if the button gets pushed hard enough, maybe it'll be painful enough that that person will start looking at it and saying, well, what is causing that button to be pushed? Why am I so incensed? Why am I so angry? Why am I so emotionally upset about whatever it is that set them off? Because unless you can see it first and recognize it, you can't change it, okay? So that's part of a teacher, if you're a spiritual teacher, is to break through conditionings by challenging these things, okay? That's part of the job. So-called job description is to put things out there that are going to challenge people to look deeper. Like Dame Edna said, she's a provocateur, pushing those buttons for people to look deeper at things, making light of it, like she took the what was the name? The Australian did the male character that's just the worst of the male maleness. Somebody that's sexist, misogynist, just the most vileness that she could create, thinking he's all of that in a bag of chips and every woman wants him and he's so pathetic and vile. And having people, look at that. Is it? Oh my goodness. So she would just take these ones and just amp it up to the nth degree, and poke fun at it. Okay? Poke fun at it. So anyway, on that note, I'm going to leave this here, and I just hope people start waking up and quit being so pathetic and miserable. And they're so miserable in their lives that they have to try to make other people miserable, and are so threatened by such tiny little things. And so when you see that, all you can do is say how pathetic and sad that is. That they run their lives around something so innocuous and make it such a huge, overwhelming deal that they have to implode and explode and become volcanic. All I could say is get a life, make a happier life, because, like I said, you can enjoy your life or not, and it's all up to you and in your hands.